all messengers, all prophets came to establish that fact of freedom of belief, standing with the oppressed. The Holy Prophet ﷺ, throughout his life, even during the time of what we call the time of Jahiliyyah, yes, pre-Islam period, the Holy Prophet ﷺ, wherever there was an attempt of establishing justice or relieving the pain of the oppressed, has worked and engaged in those, if you want to call them political or civil activities. An example of that is Hizb al-Fudul, where he, with his uncles, were part of that treaty or agreement to protect the people of Mecca and the visitors of Mecca, etc. So the Holy Prophet ﷺ, previous to his being sent as a prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he's already shown example of that within himself. But after Islam, with the perfect teaching of the Holy Quran that came as a culmination of all teachings of all prophets, rooted this freedom and granted it to everybody. From a historical perspective, the probably first civil agreement, Mithaq Sahifat al-Medina, the Pact of Medina, where there was 52 items to that agreement. 25 of them addressed the Muslims and the guarantees of how Muslims should engage with each other, but 27 of them was relating to the Jews who lived at that time or also the pagans. And it guaranteed the people the freedom of belief, the freedom of engaging in how they saw fit within their own religion, and there was no compulsion on accepting the teaching of Islam or anything else. On top of that, that agreement guaranteed the protection of those people against any enemy from outside, but it gave total freedom, especially religious freedom, to act however you wish and as your religion instructs. We see that repeated after even wars, where, you know, the treaties of Tabuk, for example, where all those people, the majority of them at least, were non-Muslims, and they agreed to a peace agreement. And that they were guaranteed by paying the jizya, they were guaranteed the same peace, the same freedom that Muslims enjoyed anywhere else. And that's evident throughout the life of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Just on that point, the Holy Prophet ﷺ, in one of the hadith says, with this agreement of Medina, he said, "Man adha dhimmiyan faqad adhani. وَمَنْ آذَانِي فَأَنَا خَصِيمُهُ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ." Whosoever hurts a dhimmi, a non, or somebody with you have an agreement with, or Ahli Kitab, or even the pagan of that, the mushrikeen, if you hurt them, who are with your agreement with, whoever hurts them hurts me, and whoever hurts me, I shall be his khasim, his enemy, at the day of judgment. So this is the guarantees that the Holy Prophet ﷺ has given.